What happens when devotion and ego live in the same heart? When someone worships the divine, but also wants to be divine? This is the story of Ravana, the mighty king, the great scholar, the feared villain, but also one of the most intense devotees of Lord Shiva. Yes, Ravana, the 10-headed ruler of Lanka, known for abducting Sita and fighting Rama, was also the one who composed the powerful Shiva Tandava Stotram, a hymn so full of rhythm, fire, and surrender that even sages recite it today. But devotion is never black and white. Let's rewind. Ravana was born brilliant, a master of the Vedas, music, astrology. And above all, he was deeply drawn to Shiva, the ultimate yogi, the formless one, the destroyer of ignorance. Ravana prayed, meditated, sang praises, even offered one of his 10 heads at Shiva's feet, not once, but 9 times. And just as he was about to offer the 10th, Shiva appeared and stopped him, blessing him with a powerful sword, the Kandrahas, and unmatched strength. But with power came pride. Ravana's devotion remained, but now it had a layer of ego. I am not just a devotee, I am the greatest devotee. And then came the moment. One day, filled with pride and arrogance, Ravana decided to lift Mount Kailash, Shiva's own home, just to show the world his might. He bent down, placed his arms beneath the mountain, and started to lift. For a moment, the earth trembled, the sky watched. But Shiva simply pressed his toe down, just one toe, and Ravana was crushed beneath the weight of the mountain, trapped, defeated, humiliated. But here's the twist. In that moment of pain, Ravana didn't curse, he didn't scream. He began to sing. From under the mountain, broken and powerless, he composed the Shiva Tandava Stotram. Not with pride, but with surrender. And Shiva, the one who sees beyond appearances, was moved. He smiled, lifted the mountain, and forgave Ravana. Because even in arrogance, there was devotion. Even in ego, there was Bhakti. Now what does this mean for us? You see, we all have a bit of Ravana in us. We pray, but also want control. We surrender, but also carry pride. We love the divine, but secretly want to be the hero of the story. And that's okay, as long as we're honest about it. Ravana's story reminds us that intensity is beautiful, but our humility is necessary. Devotion is not just about worshipping when things go our way. It's about bowing down when we are crushed, when our ego hurts, when life humbles us. So here's a practice for this week. Each day, take 1 minute, just 60 seconds, and say, whatever I achieve, may I stay humble. Whatever I lose, may I stay devoted. It's a small sentence, but it rewires your spirit. It grounds your fire with grace. Because Shiva doesn't reject the passionate. He embraces them when they're real. If this story gave you a new way to look at Ravana, not just as a villain, but as a mirror, then don't forget to subscribe. Because these stories aren't here to label characters, they're here to help us meet ourselves.